What's up, guys? Harry here, known as Trade Sharp, bringing you this update now. You must be happy. Bitcoin is seeing some green and crypto space seeing green, so you guys can all relax now and stop crying and worrying and sweating and saying that we're going to zero because it's not, and we all knew that, but you just don't like seeing red in your portfolio. So let's get into it. So basically, we can see that we did close above the topside Trology band yesterday, and we have a chance today to continue to close above the topside Trology band on a 3-day, which is coming in at around 39,000, right? So, I mean, that is pretty, bullish if we do close, above the topside Trology band today. Now, now that we've looked at the Trology band, let's go into the lower time frames. Looking at the lower time frames here, you'll start off with the 4 hour, nice and clear. Bring back all the drawings. Boom. We can see we got a very nice bounce off this basing area at 30,000. This was a critical level for me to hold. Can remove all of these, to be honest. This was very critical level for me to hold, because if we did break below this on a 4 hour, I was looking for a move all the way down back to this basing area here, coming in at 27,000. But that's not the case. We got a very strong reaction off this point and continued up. Uh, this 50 moving average is actually not used by a lot of people, but I do hold a lot of importance, because as we broke it, we saw we had a lot of dump, and now that we're wicking up to it twice, we're seeing a rejection. So this here 50 moving average is showing some sort of relevance in Bitcoin price. I do use it over in Forex land, but in Bitcoin price, look, we had a big wick here, rejection, and now we're getting a small rejection right here. So immediately, what am I looking at? So obviously this is bullish. If you look at momentum is turned up on the 4 hour, momentum is turned up on the 1 hour, might have a chance to cross below. So this will play a lot of importance, and I'll go over this. So, but looking at the higher time frames, momentum up. Let's see if 12-hour momentum is still nosediving down. So that kind of is telling me, all right, look, we're not out of the blue yet, but on the short-term time frames, we're looking pretty good. Let's have a look at the 3 hours. Should be up. Yep, 3 hours up. 2 hours should be up. So we see that we have, in the short-term time frames, we're looking like, all right, this is healthy. Now, if we do end up not crossing up on the 1 hour, so we need a closure above, if we close below 35,182, then, which we're pretty close, then that would make these cross down, and then I look for us to come back down and swipe these levels again. And I do look for us maybe to come back down all the way to 31,000 again. Now, I do think this is a pretty good base, but there is always the chance that we can end up closing below here. And if we do end up closing below this $30,000 level, then that is a problem. But I do like the reaction that we had off here. Now, looking at what we have here, if we do continue up and break, especially on a 4 hour, because 4 hour plays more relevance, if we do break this level here coming in at, let's just call it 37,000, just what is $60, $70 for Bitcoin these days, nothing. So if we do close above this $37,000 dollar level, then I do look for us actually to go up and start swiping these up at 38,000 to $39,000 level. Especially the $39,000 level, I do expect small pullbacks, but I do look for us to do. And guess what would happen if we start coming up in this area? We would end up closing on the topside Trology band. And if we do close off the topside Trology band, then it looks like we might push to all-time highs again. Taking a quick Fibonacci, I'll use the wick. We can see, yeah, look at this, guys. The 0.618, or the golden zone as I call it, is coming at this level here at the 37,000. So that's why I made this gold. Sorry about that. That's my trading thing. Goes offline and online. But looking at this area here, I made this gold because this is a big relevance area, and you can see that that this area is coming roughly in that area that I was talking about. Jesus, talking about the $37,000 level. So you can see that the 37,000, man, you can see this is crazy. You can see that the $37,000 level has a lot of relevance, and I do hold a big weight, because normally in a Fibonacci retracement, we do see us we're using this as a retrace. So we have the leg, you come back, and you normally retrace to either in this zone here, and then it would continue down. And that's what a Fibonacci retracement is. Now, if we do break above that, we can take this as an extension. Now, looking this as an extension, uh, you can even see, like, look, if we do break down and we do break this level, look where the first target's coming in, right at that level. So this Fibonacci is lining up very nicely. But if we do take this as an extension, I would need, we can start looking at our old targets, right? But, looking at this, we are getting rejected in CMEs. What also is exciting me is that, to go to the upper levels here, we do have this gap coming in at around here, which is coming in at around that 39, $40,000 level. Now, in the lower time frames, uh, I know some of you might be calling an inverse head and shoulders, which technically it is. You guys are right. It is. But remember yesterday in the video I was explaining about on the lower time frames, a bearish looks like this, an N, and it looks like this, a V is bullish. Well, this is a V, guys, with just a bit of design. You know, it's basically that V, and that's what's the strong pattern is this V momentum. And it's not really the shape of the inverse head and shoulders is really what traders take, because imagine if we just have one V, all right, that's good, that's bullish. But now you're having actually one V, two V, and three V. So now you're having three bullish confirmations. That's why people like head and shoulders. So that's a bit of knowledge for you on head and shoulders. Now, at the neckline, we are actually getting a rejection. So I would like to see us preferably above the wick, to be honest, which would give targets to, let's have a look. Take it to here. Then we take it to the neckline. And it's giving us targets to exactly, yeah, that $39,000 level, which we've seen CME as a point. We've seen it from a perspective. And yeah, this level keeps popping up. So it is definitely a level that looks like that, if we do close above the $37,000 level, which is the very important, then that is your immediate target. Now, uh, that's basically what I'm looking at the moment, guys. I don't mind if we come down and have another swipe like this. Oh yeah, also the 40,000, that level there is also the Bollinger Band closer, so it's very relevant given off these signs. So we are seeing confluence with all of these. Now we have to watch this. We have to watch this. Stoke on the 1 hour, which will bring back up. You see, if we do get across below, I do think we will actually get a sweep down below here. Maybe a bounce off this support here, because you can see it's been support from here. So I do think, we can see we've had support. If we actually extend this line, you see you can see that this has been support, support, resistance, support, resistance. So I do think maybe we come here and get a little bit something like that, which would be very constructive. I would look at this as an opportunity, because if you look at it, we're still kind of in a higher low structure. You see, low, higher low, and then that would be a higher low. So that is very, very, very constructive. Good. So that's a very, constructive thing for me. And yeah, I do think that that's how it plays. So just watch those levels carefully. Watch the Stokes. Make sure just that we stay above 35,180. And if we do, then I do look for extension. Remember that this $37,000 level is a very important level to get off. It's coming right from our Fibonacci extension, coming at the 0.618, which is a very, very, very important zone. If we do get a rejection on a 4 hour, preferably, guys, 4 hour, then I do think we come back down and take that swipe. It would also cross, momentum would turn to the downside. So with that being said, I'll leave you with that. Remember, guys, take care and trade sharp. Peace.